So now we're going to transition to multiplying integers. So you can see these one of two ways. It can be a 4 times a -7 or -7 times 4. We're going to think of these the same way in our brain. Again, we're still thinking money. So in this case here, we have that the -7 means you owe $7, and then the 4 means you owe it to 4 people. So 4 people loaned you money, or you have to pay back $7. So you have to pay 7, pay 7, pay 7, pay 7 to 4 people. You got to pay a bunch of money back, right? So we know since you're going to be paying to 4 people, that's going to be a negative amount to your wallet, right? And then how much are you going to have to pay? Well, 4 times 7 amount. 4 times 7 is 28. Okay, so we have a positive times a negative, or vice versa. That's going to be negative, and then just 4 times 7 to make 28. Go ahead and try this one out on your own. Pause the video, write the answer somewhere in your notes just off to the side, then come on back and see how you did. So again, with money, we're thinking you owe $6. You have to pay $6 to 5 people. So we know that that's going to be negative. So that's step one. Is my answer positive or negative? In this case, it's negative. And then 5 times 6 is 30, and we're done. Here we have a negative times a negative. Now this is a little bit tricky here. So let's go back. We're still thinking money. Here we go. So what is a -7? You have to pay 7. Okay. You have to pay 7. You owe 7. To how many people? To 4 people, right? So you're going to end up having to pay $28. But check this out. Remember, we had a negative out in front of this 4. That means that all 4 people took away the debt. That was pretty nice of them. So in other words, you get to keep all that money that they loaned you because they took away the debt. You don't have to pay them back, right? So in this case here, it's just going to be a positive 28. You had to pay $7 to 4 people because they gave you the $7, each of them, and you have to pay them back. But then they said, don't worry about it. We're going to take away. That's what the negative in front of the 4 means. We're going to take away our debts. You just keep it in your wallet. You get a positive, or you get positive $28. Go ahead and try this one out on your own. Pause the video, then come on back and see how you did. Right, so we have a negative times a negative. We're thinking money, right? You got to pay 6 to how many people? 5 people, but they're not going to make you pay it back. You just get to keep the money. Negative times a negative is positive, and then 5 times 6 will be 30. Okay, so answer to this one, positive 30. Yes. With multiply and divide, it's a different way of thinking. If you have the same signs, positive times positive, well, that's just regular. My answer will be positive. If they're both negative, they took away the debts, you get to keep the money, answer's positive there. So same signs gives you positive. Now, if they have different signs, that's where you have to pay money to a bunch of people, your answer will be negative there. So that's kind of the shortcut memory way of thinking about it.